Bow, 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 bow. What's going on, family? It's your favorite, man. Mufa coming in. How's your heart doing? How you sleep last night? You are tapped in to Office Side with Mufa. It is Sunday, Selection Sunday, as I like to call it. My favorite day. Well, it's my favorite day of the week. I was born on a Friday, so Friday my favorite. But Sundays have become my favorite because I'm a fan of Selection Radio. Shout out Joe K, that whole movement. They always got a new episode on Sundays. So yeah, man, my Sunday service today. I ain't really have a rhyme or reason for coming on today until I kind of got into my body. It was like, what spirit? What y'all want me to talk about? What y'all want me to? And I was well going back to my day, man. When I say how's your heart doing, when I say how's your heart doing, and I go into that modality, for me, it is about me really just checking in with myself, man, checking in with y'all to see really what's the state that you're in before I engage. So I'm gonna make sure that I do that every episode. Today my heart is tender, my heart is wide open. I tell a lot of my folks, man, journal, 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 journal. I got, I'm gonna grab these real quick just so I can show y'all, man, how serious my journal life is. I got about four. One my personal journal, my other is my creative journal, the other is like my journal for my clients. But I'm always archiving and documenting the state that I'm in and where I'm at, with things personally, with my where I'm at with spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times me and spirit we be beefing. I be like, but what's going on? And this week especially, this eclipse, this time with the cosmos is really seeing me like be broken down and being broken down really so I can open up and really see what's going on internally, see what has lodged itself in my body. And when I say I woke up this morning, man, just feeling tender. Last night I had watched a reading and I was just reminded of um reminded that it's not about becoming as much as it's about remembering. I'm realizing I'm being reminded that the remembering is why it's so hard because to become is, again, this idea that we're in control of everything versus you remembering that you always innately knew or understood what it was that you're supposed to be doing, albeit different from what your environment or even your family or conditioning said you're supposed to do. So I really just want to tap in today with a short message. Um, I was leaving, of late. I really been, like I said, I've been sitting down and I've been at the house in Atlanta, about a good 6, 7 months now, just kind of, yeah, like been letting spirit work on me, letting this season really fine tune me to what I got coming up next. And so what I do normally, I always take my little stroll somewhere, what I'm saying? I'm gonna step outside. I don't like being inside all day. So I'm gonna go get some fresh air. So I go to my little corner store, go to the little gas station, and sure enough, it's a car show. Like right behind they got an auto body collision spot and whole car show. So today about a good 75 outside, you know what I'm saying? Southside then came out today. You know what I'm saying? So me being me, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, I'm looking like it. You feel me? I'm like, I might just need to go just let folks see and be seen. You dig what I'm saying? So, I want to get my little Arizona drink I normally get, ran to the store, grabbed a few things, and I just kind of circled the block. And I sat there for a minute and I was like, a fool, what is your desire to be going out here right now? Because as much as you want to be seen, as much as like you miss, like, what I'm saying, action, you miss the motion, you miss socializing, can you put your spiritual eyes on real quick and ask yourself, in the state that you're in, as vulnerable as you are, as transparent as you are, as much as spirit working on you, is this the state that you need to be seen in? And you know, being seen is different than being witnessed. So right now, are you actually exposing yourself to more attacks, or are you being mindful, or are you actually looking for community, right? So that's kind of what today this episode, the version is about. I want to talk about is like are we actually going and seeking community, or do we just want to be seen? Right? Are we actually, seeking safety, or is our conditioning just say like once the sun out, once it's time to get back moving and grooving, is this just a part of our conditioning? And like again, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm not bullshitting. You're talking to somebody who, again, popular, cute dog, all these things that just, express that I'm a socialite, right? You talking to somebody in my 20s who was the socialite in the cities I've been in, just always in the not even always in the spot, but just in the right spot socially, like in the place to be with the people, you know what I'm saying? To be seen. I'm with the folks that's being seen. And with my spiritual cap, when my spiritual eyes, it really had me sit down. As I spun the block, I was in the big ass plaza parking lot, and I was just like, man, I might just go step out real quick, man. I was just like, hold on, man, hold on. A fool, and again, it's my hood. Now I'm back on the south side. I'm in Riverdale, so there's a part of me that feels the need like a dog almost marking the territory. Like, man, I need to go goddamn walk around them motherfucker. I need to go let nigga know, like, hey man, nigga need to see my face. They need to know who I am, right? I'm the founder of Keep Riverdale Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm having staying out here, man. It really my hood for real. Y'all niggas just move. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not from here. This ain't really y'all hood. Ego, ego, ego. You see what I'm saying? Ego, ego. And just having to really reel it back in and check myself and ask myself, like, okay, what is your desire to be seen? Is your desire right now to be seen? Is your desire for safety? And as tender as I am, I'm not a stranger to come on here and let y'all know like how I cry, when I'm journaling and I'm petitioning the spirit and I'm asking spirit for direction. I'm asking spirit for guidance. It's a tender time because I've been stripped of my comfort. I'm in caretaker mode at the house of my mom, and I'm realizing so many things about my family, so many things about my conditioning, so many things about the dynamics that I'm working so hard to transform. I won't even say break, but just transform. Um, and that's work that everybody's not doing, let alone folks out there at the car show. You feel what I'm saying? So when we talk about community, we're not just talking about a physical space and a physical place. We're talking about a spiritual place. We're talking about an emotional place. Where is community with people who have like-minded understanding of what it means to be safe, a like-minded understanding of what it means to look past the surface and to really see with more than just your physical eye. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, bro, as much as I want to go out there, as much as I want to goddamn pop my shit, as much as I want to be on my bar shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, no, you got your first share, you seen people. I'm saying I seen the little Thunder Browns with they pulling the dresses back out, looking mighty amazing. You know what I'm saying? And again, the food the me, right? My at my core, you get those feelings, you want to move. However, what I just said, in the past session, fine shit ain't always safe shit. you know, um, fine shit is looking to see what she can get up out of you, and looking for a transactional situation where you really just trying to exchange and engage with the feminine. So it's really something to think about what discernment look like, what the discipline looks like in this season as it gets hot outside, and it's what I'm saying, sun coming out, what I'm saying, less skin, less clothing, we all feeling ourselves. I really have to sit with the past 6 months of fall and winter that has seen me actually like release myself of some vices, release myself of the need to be in the mix, release myself of the need to always feel something, release myself of the need to have to appease the pain versus tapping into the wisdom that the pain has to offer me. It's times where we sitting still in isolation where you're mindful of some pain in your body that if you was with what I'm saying, with the crowd and with what I'm saying, at the groove, partying, kicking shit, you'll be suppressing that shit. You'll be like, you got a hole, your back killing you, your knee fucked up, like what I'm saying, you got a migraine, but because of your conditioning, it says go, 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 do, be, right? Be in the mix, move like this, go here. You know what I'm saying? Versus you really sitting down and realizing, like, nah, actually, it might be time for me to sit still, right? In this season where I know I got so much that I'm looking to get out of my body, out of my head, out of my laptop, my drive into the world, right? A book I'm looking to publish, all these different things. It's like I gotta sit with the things that I promised myself, right? And sometimes doing that don't come in community, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Community don't always have all the answers. And again, we're not talking about just a physical community with people. What about your spiritual community? You know, when I talk about as a spiritualist, what it means to identify and to honor your spiritual court. Do you know the crowd of witnesses that is witnessing you at this moment where you feel like you're alone and isolated? Do you convene with the crowd of witnesses? Do you convene with your spiritual court? As hard as it is at times, and that's why I knew I had to come on here, you know, at this time. As hard as it is sometimes to honor my spiritual path and growth because of the way I was raised, highly Christian, highly traditional in this setting. Everything I do as far as ATR being super taboo, and then being back home, my mama, who again, anytime we talking religion and spirituality, it's gonna be a clash, right? Growth for me has looked like me learning how to shut my mouth and how to let things go in one ear. I don't even let them go in the ear. I just let them circle around me and go on at a time because her inability at times to integrate things is just it's too much for me. It's too traumatic for me. So in a season where I know that like my spiritual walk and my path has me sitting still enough to really build relationship with my spiritual court, to really hear from my spiritual court, to really be led in a very particular way by my spiritual court, knowing my path was never like my peers. My path was never even like my family's. And that's something that I have to honor, but I can't honor that if I'm just listening to everybody else and what they saying Fu should be doing, what they saying Mufa should be doing. It's like, nah, bro, I got to really respect myself and respect from whence I came, right? The aspect of divination and why I love ATR so much and why I love all things indigenous and African is because there are pathways to knowing and understanding what you're here to do. And it's something to really sit with, how white supremacy has robbed us of our divine understanding and who we are and what we know and that power. And as I sit here and as I, bro, all I've been doing is working out and reading and cleaning up and getting myself together and drinking water and applying for jobs and sending emails and planting seeds, putting myself in position. As difficult as it is, the one thing I know and I'm grateful for is that I really got oil to spill. I got things to give people. I got wisdom. I got love for folks. As tender as I am today, it wasn't a tender like I'm hurting. It was a tender like I couldn't do nothing but feel love. Like I just kept feeling love, and the love sometimes can be so intense that you can't do nothing but cry. When you think about like, I saw a friend of mine, she, she talked to me about just not being in a relationship for almost a decade, and she's has a new partner, and I'm looking, and I'm like, bro, I'm getting emotional because I'm like, bro, you deserve like that love. You deserve to be in a place where somebody actually, you know what I'm saying, can witness you, right? And it's not about you being with everybody, but it's about you being with the one in this season that can witness how great you are and how loving you are and return that back to you. Like that makes me feel amazing. As isolated as I am, as much as I desire for love in specific ways, I'm realizing that for me, the love that I'm desiring is my own. The love that I've been wanting to receive from others is the love that I've been given, right? So, what does it look like for that love to transmute and transform into discipline, transform into focus, transform into consistency with my goals, with my work, consistency with reading. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole flock of books right here, y'all. I just had to pull up out the library. Like, nigga, you can read some. Pour back into yourself, man. Let the good oil spill for you, right? For the world. The only person I'm really doing this for is my child. One day she gonna watch these videos and be like, man, my daddy one line when he said he was really trying to be better. Like I wasn't just sitting down kicking shit, you know what I'm saying, getting drunk like all my peers and getting high and doing it. Like, man, your dad is sitting down and letting spirit talk to me and work with me and work through me. Right. I want to teach you how to not just thrive, baby, but in what looks like struggle. I want you to know and feel successful, know and feel your divine authority and your divine power, not when the money coming, not just when it's coming, because it's gonna flow forever, right? Based off of what I'm doing. You ain't never gonna have to worry like that based off of what your daddy doing, right? But I'm saying that with confidence that you may not have to worry in one area, but your struggle is a divine struggle that's for your growth. It ain't got nothing to do with me, right? So whatever season, whatever dark night of the soul season you go through, whatever your period is where you questioning yourself, you questioning life, you questioning God, it is that intimate season of isolation that you gotta lean into so that you can elevate and that you can grow and that you can spiritually, you know what I'm saying, like get back and get into and become. And remembering is becoming, right? To become anything as above, so below. To remember whence you came from is to become, which is to go forward into the future. That's that St. Copa shadow work. Shout out Makiba Days, right? Shout out my love. So at the end of the day, is really to sit with all of this remembering, all of this knowing, and realize, like, bro, community, them folks ain't got it for you, man. Them niggas out there trying to get fucked up and forget. They're not trying to remember shit. You know what I'm saying? It's even isolation, and you trying to remember who you are. Them folks trying to forget everything that they done came through. They not archiving the good pain and what it built in them, right? They want to take them seasons and then switch the narrative that it was punishment versus preparation. No, you being protected so you can be elevated. You being protected so you can be promoted. And if you don't understand that in this season, when you get back in there in front of folks, you're gonna take that validation that they're giving you and really think it's worth something. That worth a fuck. Don't folks just want what you got. Don't folks don't love you, man. Don't folks just see you and they envy you. So they're gonna give you that half-ass praise. But what is half-ass words compared to the protection and the love of your spiritual core, of your ancestors, of your Egbe, your spiritual family, of your Ori, of your Orisha, right? What is that to any of that? To your angels, whatever you believe in, your higher power of God. You get what I'm saying? And so, like, that's really what I came on here to talk about, and I really just leave with y'all, man. Like, community ain't got all the answers if it ain't the right community. Community ain't just people around kicking shit. Community has to look like folks that's on the same frequency as you, that understands what safety looks like on the same plane that you do, right? Folks that actually want to celebrate with you in the valley versus, they say misery love company. Well, get what? Misery don't always look like folks that's down and out. The motherfuckers that's isolated may, again, on the surface look like they fucked up, but sometimes misery look like everybody at the fucking car show. Everybody that's numbing the good pain, that don't want to lean into the good pain, that don't want to sit with the ways in which, like, yeah, they're getting grown and you getting groomed into becoming something. But nah, I'd rather go out here and forget. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to go out here for these 3-4 hours and be on bullshit, but at the house is the real work. And your relationships is the real work. With your kids is the real work, right? In your prayer closet, when you by yourself, that's the real work. But you want to go forget as opposed to remember. So don't get fooled and caught up in the thinking that community just look like folks that's kicking shit together. Nah, misery love company, right? And I'm not miserable. You know what I'm saying? I'm going through, and get what? I'm going through to get through. They got to remove some things from me so that I can see my real glory and my real divinity. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit just is what it is, man. I feel good. I love y'all, man. I want to keep this thing real short and sweet. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna talk too much. Community ain't got all the answers for you. Find your safety. Sit with your people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes community is just a crowd of witness. And I'm glad to be in community, man. If nobody told you today, I love you, dog. Y'all take care, man. Get ready for this week. Have a blessed week.